Gentlemen, behold the future of wireless communication. This little device changes everything.
What's up? I think this is working. We're going to find out real quick. If anyone's watching, let me know in the chat how the audio sounds or whatever. I'm just doing this, the laptop in the kitchen right now. So if anyone's tuned in, let me know in the chat how it's sounding there. Let's see. What's up, Robert? See you in there. Is the audio sounding okay, bud? I'm the only one in here. Hey, see a couple of you in there. K2NKP, what's up? Sounds fine? Good. Okay. Um, got one other audio test too. I'm going to open up the squelch on the radio. Let me know if the earbuds are picking this up so that you can hear and stuff. So I got it open now. So you're just going to hear a lot of static. You guys hearing any of that static there? You can take it off. Okay, took that off. What's up, Ron? Not sure if you heard any of the static there. Okay, Chris said, okay, good. So want to make sure you can hear some of the calls and stuff as they're coming in and everything. But yeah, just thanks for joining tonight. Those of you that are tuning in. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing this thing called the 5-2 Simplex Challenge. There is a video link pinned up in the chat. Check it out. But it's real simple. I'm trying to encourage hams all over to get on 5-2 and call out for 52 days. And this is just to generate more simplex activity on 2 meters. There's a lot of good reasons why. The biggest reason is I hear there's not enough anytime I talk about it. And I'm lucky that I'm in a very VHF active region. I know that's not going to be true for everybody, but I think the more activity we can get on any of the bands, the better, right? So we want to get more activity. This is all activity, too, that techs can participate in. And I've already, so far, first weekend, I've already got two emails or comments from techs that made their first 2 meter simplex contact. How awesome is that, right? So that's a good thing. And then if you're an experienced ham, this is a good opportunity to still learn what your station can do, right? Whether it's your mobile, base station, it's an opportunity to see what you can actually do with simplex, which is, VHF, UHF, a lot different. Primarily, we're talking line of sight propagation, a lot different than HF. And so, it might be a good opportunity to really see what your station's capable of and think of maybe some improvements that you can make, right? So, there's an idea I've been sitting on for a little while and kind of launched it last weekend. It's been a lot of fun. I've been calling out, making contacts just about every day. I think I struck out once or twice. It's not going to happen all the time. And this is not a contest. There's no logs. It's not a competition to see who can make the most. But yeah, no, I am lucky the dogs and I got the house to myself tonight. Oh, the wife and kids are out of town. So I thought, hey, let's get on 5-2, make some noise, play with a relatively new to me radio, and just have some fun. Try to raise awareness for this and stuff, and whatnot. And excuse me, sorry for the cough. Going to enjoy some beverages. Let's see here. If anyone's having a drink, it's 5:00 somewhere. Here's what I'm starting off with. I finally splurged and got some of the Irish beers now that it's March. So I'm drinking Rohrbach Paddy's Irish Ale to start out. This is a Rochester OG. I think that craft brewery was started like in the early 90s. That was kind of one of the originals before craft beverages it took off. So far, so good. It's tasting good and whatnot. But we'll throw some calls out on 5-2. But let me know in the chat if you got a drink, what you got going on there and stuff. And if you've been, if you've been participating in the 5-2 Simplex Challenge, let me know in the chat and stuff. And for those of you you're here early, I'm going to do at least one giveaway. I've been sitting on these for a while. It's time to get rid of. So let's see here. We're going to give away. I want to get it out of the plastic, but let's see. So these, Shane from Clubhouse made these and gave them to me when I was down in Texas for Christmas. I bought just a couple of them. So these are koozies, and you're going to have RF around and find out engraved on one side, and then got the logo on the others and stuff. And so we'll do that giveaway in a little bit. But I figured, why not? We're doing a happy hour. Let's hand out some koozies. Yeah, that's right, Country James. 5 o'clock somewhere, brother. That said, I'm going to get on the radio. We're going to make some calls in a second, but let's tell you a little bit about what I'm working with here. And I think I got a scroller here that I'll put up on the screen, the gear that I'm using. So the radio that I'm using is from Radioddity. I've done one or two videos with this. This is the DB50B. So this is like a BTEC and VGC have clone radios for this. So this is headless, so to say. You have just the the mic has the speaker built in, the display and everything. It is a little odd getting used to the fact that there's no numbers on the keypad, right? But so far it's great. Like, it pairs right up with my iPhone. I've used it for APRS, WinLink. It's a little different, but it's also very modern in the fact that it will do all these things, which is really cool. So I figured I would use that tonight. I got the N9 TAX dual band Slim Jim for $270 up on a Soda Beams mast on the deck. And I'll show you what that looks like right now. Excuse me again. There's a shot there. So the Soda Beams Tactical 7000 HDS, that's a 7 meter mast. So the antenna is about 20 feet up. It's not at the tippy top, but it's about 20 feet up, and that's a real beefy, heavy duty mast, which is great if you're running coax up it for like a dipole, off center fed dipole, or a J pole. Like, that thing is not going to give. It is definitely a stout one. So that's what I got working with out on the deck. I was actually thinking early in the day when it was gorgeous in the 70s and sunny that I might do this outside, but the rain and everything else came through. So thus the kitchen plan B. So so that's what I got going on. And I heard activity on 5.2 earlier, and I'll put some calls out and stuff, and we'll kind of see how that's going and everything. Chris, you got a question in the chat. Have you also tried the 70 centimeter call frequency 446? I have not. I've not done that. I've usually done that in like VHF contests, or if I'm doing a soda POTA where I'm up and got elevation, and if I need extra contacts or somebody's trying to go towards like an N1CC or something like that, then if I make a contact on 2, I'll say, hey, you want to try 446 real quick? But no, I haven't really called out on that. And I haven't done anything other than scheduling this live stream this afternoon. I haven't reached out to anybody to promote this. I haven't texted or nothing. So we'll see. We're genuinely going to see locally what kind of traffic there is. If anyone's listening, I'm hoping I can at least make one contact and stuff. But yeah, let's see what we can do here. So is the frequency in use November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo is 146.52 in use. And I'm not hearing anything. I'm going to take the squelch off. Actually, I don't want that. This speaker mic, by the way, is really loud. So I got to make sure that I have the volume good. There we go. CQ, 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 November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo N2 MAK, calling CQ on 5.2, CQ, 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 N2 MAK, November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 146.52 from West Henrietta, New York, CQ, 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 N2 MAK, November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 5.2 from West Henrietta, standing by for any stations anywhere who want to make a 2-meter simplex contact. Oh, Hey, Ron, I heard you in there. Echo Lima Sugar. Hi, hi. You're just squeezing in. Come back again with another transmission. We'll see if we make it work a little better. W2ELS N2MAK. Gotcha. I got you. You're down there in the noise, but I definitely recognize your voice, recognize the call. Good copy. And thanks for. I think I saw you in the chat for the live stream. So good to make a contact over the air as well. And if you want, drop in the chat what you were working with and stuff. You're down there a little bit, but you're making the trip. I'm running all 50 watts. The meter says I'm pushing out 53 right now. QSL. Roger, Ron. Thanks again for the contact. I turned the volume up there a little bit, so not sure. Folks in the stream, let me know in the chat if you picked up any of the QSO. But thanks again. N2MAK. I'm on 5-2. If anyone's out there listening wants to make a contact, 2 meter simplex. This is November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo on 146.52 QRZ. WA2SPT N2MAK. How you doing today? I heard you in a QSO earlier when I was setting up the radio at home, and the other station was noisy. I couldn't quite copy. N2MAK. Back to you. How's the audio, folks? Do you hear this? Okay. Yeah. Here you go, Country James. Roger that. Yeah, Chris out in Parrington. Very good. Very good. Awesome. No, yeah, you're sounding good. I'm running 50 watts into a J pole that's about 20 feet up on the deck. QSL.
Very good. You sound nice and clear. Very clear through.
I've turned it up a little bit.
Vertical up 25, and this unit's got, I think I'm putting up 60 on this one. Question for you. I always wanted to ask you this. When you do 902 and 1250, what antennas are you using up there?
Okay, so when I do 900 megahertz, I have a Yagi. It's a 14 or 15 element Yagi that I use with an HT and a Linko that puts out 3 watts, but the Yagi's got about 15 or so dB gain. So that definitely steps it up to 40 to 50 watts ERP. Then for 1.2 gigahertz, I have another Yagi. Again, it's like 14 or 15 elements, pretty much the same gain, different manufacturers. The 1.2 gigahertz is a loop Yagi. The other one for 900 is a traditional. And stuff. Generally, I use those handheld, or I have them up just maybe like 8 feet on like a tripod. Back to you.
Roger, thank you for that. Linko HT that goes 900. What unit is that?
That's the Alinco DJG29. It's pretty much unobtainium now. Alinco made that dual bander, which does 900 megahertz and 220. It's definitely the quirkiest HT of all time with those 2 bands. And then I do have an Alinco tri-band, the DJ G7, that does 1.2 gigahertz, just 1 watt there, and then 5 watts on 2 and 70. The nice thing about that is it's full duplex, so you can use it for satellites.
Yeah, I've seen you when you were reporting your whatever the contest was way back on the groups. I saw you listing out.
This audio sounded good.
I was curious.
I got the mic loud.
Farther than 440, I told 220 and then 2 meters, of course. And I don't know how much I can put it there because I have space problems and you problems.
Yeah, spending money is definitely a problem. Hi. When I find the perfect antenna, the perfect radio, I'll stop buying or building them. Is what I like to joke. But awesome. No, thanks for the contact. Thanks for the signal report and stuff. And thanks for being out there on 5.2 regularly like you are. I'm definitely hoping to get some more activity and stuff. And I'm actually live streaming this on YouTube right now to try to raise awareness and get interest and activity all across the country and stuff. And there's definitely some others that I know have been doing it. I've been hearing from others all over. And so I appreciate it very much. And I will say 7.3 for right now. I'm going to get back to the live stream and chat with some other folks, and then I'll be back on later trying to make contacts. But if anyone else is listening right now and wants to try to hop in, this is N2MAK, and I'll be listening.
Right. One last question. How are you doing with your 52 days over?
I have been doing it every day since I started it officially March 1st. I actually was doing it for a few days before then, but no, I've been doing it every day since I threw the challenge out to officially start on March 1st, and I've made contacts every day except for one. So I'm more than happy with that. I couldn't be more pleased.
M2MAK, WA2SPT, thanks for the contact. Have a good day. Keep trying.
WA2SPT, N2MAK. Thanks again for the contacts in 7.3. This is N2MAK. If anyone else wants to jump in real quick, come now. And I'm not hearing anyone. I'll take a break. Hey, I at least made one live. That's cool. No copy up in Wisconsin. Yeah. It's not ducting season yet. Hopefully we'll get some of that soon. I'm actually looking forward to it. I know you get on the Great Lakes, like where I am, just a few miles from Lake Ontario and stuff, we start to get really good ducting, VHF and even UHF, kind of June through September-ish, which is really nice. I made some really amazing contacts going 80 or so miles with just an HT. It's phenomenal. But very cool. Well, hey, I'm psyched that I at least was able to stir up a little activity, make a couple contacts and stuff. So very cool. But we're 20 minutes in, so let me get some stuff up for the giveaway. And give me a quick second here. There we go. And I think I'd be quick on the draw with this. All right, so let's see. All right, that should be up. Put a hashtag 52SC in the chat, and we'll see if that starts to go. And this is going to be for the cozy, with the N2MAK logo on one side and RF around and find out on the other. So start to drop those in the chat, and we'll see if. Yep, good. It's starting to pick them up. So very cool, very cool. All right, I am parched, so I got to have a drink after warming up the bands. Good. I'm glad that this is working. Hey, Roger, I see you in there. Dave from Frequency Frontiers, what's up? What else am I missing out on? DeLorean's in the chat. So awesome. I appreciate you guys tuning in. This was kind of like an impromptu thing that just came to me in the afternoon when it was nice out. I was like, oh man, I should play some radio on the deck tonight. And yeah, it doesn't look like it's raining out right now, but we definitely got plenty earlier. And it's soaked. But good, we'll let that run and stuff. Yeah, so I have been, you might have heard me in the last QSO. I've been really, really excited about the response that this that this challenge has gotten, and kind of wishing I didn't sit on it for a couple months. As hams, we tend to overthink things a lot, and I certainly did that, and eventually got to a point where it was like, no, enough's enough. Just get this thing out there. But I've been glad to hear activity. Earlier this week, I was on my way into work. I went out to the car and turned it on, and right out of the gate, WA2SPT, who I was just talking to, who's a regular on 2 meters, and somebody else were in the middle of a QSO. And I was like, oh man, this is exactly what I was hoping to have happen, is that when you go to 5.2, it's not just crickets. Like, it's not a surprise to hear activity. That's what I think a lot of us would certainly like to get to, and everything, because especially for techs, and I've gotten a couple comments and emails from at least 2, maybe 3 techs this week that they made contact, and for at least one of them, I know it was their first, and they were really excited about that. So that's cool. So okay, so Mike's saying they need a 144.2 sideband challenge. I think that would be a lot of fun, especially during tropo season. I wish that there were more rigs that would do 2 meter sideband. I have an ICOM 705, the new Yaesu, the FT1X, that will do 2 meter sideband. What else will do it? The recently retired, the 818 by Yaesu did that as well. The Yaesu 991A will do that. That's kind of like the Shack in a Box. ICOM's version of that, the 7100, will do that. That's geared a little bit more towards mobile use. It's got that clock face and stuff, and the ICOM 9700 as well will do it. Yep, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Answering a call on 5.2, it was first contact. That's awesome. Those are memorable contacts. And actually, I think a lot of simplex contacts we get on 2 meters can be memorable because they're so unexpected. And hopefully that changes. But yeah. So, okay, Mike's saying it's ICOM 7000. Is that, Mike, is that, if anyone knows, is that still in production, or is that like a recently retired one as well for 2 meter sideband? Yeah, Lee, the 857. That I still waiting for a replacement on that. That would be that thing. If they ever came out with an updated version that had the sound card built in, I'd be all over that. And I'm an Icon fanboy. Ron, that would be nice. 2 meter CW challenge. I know that for those that are big into soda, I think soda's really trying to encourage activators to do 2 meter CW and 2 meter sideband. And you can actually do that if you got some hacking skills. I think with the Quanshangs, you can hack those and enable them to do CW and sideband. Which if you're a soda activator, being able to just head up with an HT, talk about minimizing your pack and your carry weight. That's huge. But yeah, no, that would be neat too. I think getting more activity on VHF, FM, weak signal modes, I think would be great. So very, very cool. Let's see here if there's anyone else. Yeah, 2 meter sideband rigs are going to be pricey, unfortunately. I can't think. I think probably the best bet is if you could get if you wanted to use the 818. You can probably get those. Again, you're 5 watts, but you're doing weak signal mode. So, if you use a good antenna, and it's easier to get gain on VHF than it is on HF. You can have multiple elements easily. They're not, because the wavelength is so much smaller with the higher frequencies. I've done sodas with and POTAs carrying up 14, 15 element Yagis for or 900 megahertz and 1.2 gigahertz, and I mean that's a piece of cake because the wavelengths are so small, the elements are and stuff. But even a simple tape measure Yagi for 2 meters, you can make a 2-3 element one, and it's pretty light and inexpensive and stuff. So yeah. All right. I think I'm all caught up and stuff. All right. Tio, thanks for being a member. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. I know I shared a link in Discord if you wanted to hop on and stuff, but I think you said you're watching something. So very cool. We'll get to going and doing a drawn very soon and stuff. I'm just seeing what some of these are saying. Yeah, about 800 for 857 and 7,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, the 857. Yeah, I was so tempted early on to try to, and I would have totally overpaid for that. A couple years ago, they're still pretty pricey. I don't know if they're has pricey and stuff. Oh, Tortoise, my man, you didn't need to do that. Let's see. Thank you for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it. All right. A drawn. All right. He's paying to get me to draw. So, all right. You got 31. I'm seeing in the chat. Last call. Let's see here. Let me go back to the giveaway tool and see. We got 19 people in there. I'm going to spin the wheel. Here we go. I'll ship this anywhere too. I will ship it anywhere. I know I saw Jody and some others who are in Canada or overseas in the chat. So, oh, Country James, my man. All right, Country James. I am good on QRZ. Shoot me an email, brother, or shoot me a message on Discord. Let me know what address you want me to ship it out to. And congratulations on the cozy. It would actually save me money. I could have given these to you when we did the POTA down in Texas. I only got 5 of them, and I've already given one away. This is the second one. I'm going to hold on to one. So yeah, I was being stingy, but no, good. I'm glad you won, brother. Awesome. So very cool. Very cool. Congrats, Country James. And let's see here. I'm going to try to do something real quick. Oh, that didn't work out. I'm going to try to do one of these. Yeah, I'll put some stickers in there too. I don't think I've had any more of the $20 is $20 ones, but let me try. I'm just going to try to set up let's see. What I'm trying to do is see if I can set up one of the goals in the chats, but is there a Q&A poll? No. I'm still so new to some of this. Nope. Whatever. Screw it. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do another one. We'll see how this goes. But let's see if I can make another contact here on 5-2. Jody, I saw you in there, brother. Thank you. Thank you very much for the 4 Canadian. And yo, Ed, how's it down there in Philly? All right. Let's see if we can get another contact on 5-2. November 2, Mike, Alpha Kilo, N2 MAK is 5-2 in use. N2 MAK check-in is 146.52 in use. CQ, 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 N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 5-2, CQ, 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 N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 146.52. Looking to make 2-meter simplex contacts. If anyone's listening, swing the beam over to Henrietta. I'm running 50 watts into a Slim Jim that's up about, 20 feet off the deck. This is N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 5-2, looking to make a contact. Take the squelch off there. I'm not sure how loud that was or not, but one thing I'll just throw out there, not that anyone's looking for me to hamsplain stuff, but one thing that I think is a good tip when you're doing the CQ calls on 5.2 is to definitely do a longer drawn out call, because some people might have 5.2 on the B band and they got their repeater on the main band, and it might take them a minute or so before they can switch things around if they're mobile and they're driving, or they might be scanning, and you just got to, depending on how quick that radio scans, doing that longer drawn out call I think is good. If people got 5.2 on at the house, they got it on in the garage or something like that, then they might actually have to get to the radio and stuff. So I think the longer calls are good, and I think it's also good to call out a couple times as well. So let's do that again. CQ, 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 N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 5.2, CQ, 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 N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 5.2 from West Henrietta. This is November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, looking to make a 2-meter simplex contact on 146.52. If anyone's listening, jump right in. This is N2MAK, standing by, QRZ. Nope. Nada. Yeah, exactly. Like, if they're in scan mode or something like that. I bet you make, I'm DeLorean. Bet you make a contact. Did that on a repeater. Totally. Totally. One thing I've actually encouraged people to do, and, depending, what I'm up to tonight, I might, there's a net tonight that's on locally around 7:30, that I'll sometimes hop on. And, when it's your turn in the net, just simply say, hey, I'll be listening on 5.2 if after the net anyone wants to hop on, try to make a contact. That's a good way to, try to see what you can do. And maybe see if some others will hop on there and everything. So that doesn't take much. Just if you're doing a regular net, just ask people to QSY to 5.2 after and see if they can make a contact. So Ron made his first 5.2 QSO earlier. You got so he got the YL party out in Spencerport. I'll put that back on. So there's a YL POTA party going on because it's International Women's History Day, or I'm going to butcher the title. But that is coming up maybe tomorrow or the official day. But anyway, there's a lot of YL events going on in ham radio, and there is one not too far, just a few towns over in the county, and they were going to be at a cabin from I think 9 a.m. to like 9 p.m. or something. And they had several of them out there doing POTA. So it's great to see that. We definitely want to see more folks active. It's definitely great to get more youth, more women involved in ham radio and POTA, and celebrate all the contributions that they've made to our hobby and stuff. Jody, what's you got? To extend the link to your calls from people behind you, sing zippity doo. Yeah, definitely get crickets. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Very cool. And Country James talking about 2-meter simplex down in Texas. Yeah, there's and someone hit me up about that when they heard about the challenge. They have some 2-meter simplex, both FM and sideband nets in North Texas that I know of, And I know here locally where I am in Rochester, we have the Rochester VHF group does a regular 2 meter sideband net. And they also do a 6 meter sideband net as well weekly. I think one's Monday and the other's Thursday. I can't remember which one's which. But usually when the weather's nicer, I'll bring the 705 out in the deck and set it up for that. So very cool. Very cool. So let's see. Okay, Justin's in Alfred. Yeah, that's not too far. I don't know that's going to be simplex range, but Justin, you're definitely not far from where I am. If you're out in Alfred and stuff, get caught up on the chat and see if I missed everything. So, and I'm almost ready to start beer number 2. If anyone's got any fun beers or whiskeys or anything like that they're drinking, hey, if you're drinking wine, let me know in the chat. Nothing wrong with that. Very cool. Very cool. So let me get the next one ready. I had it on standby in a koozie. Unfortunately, my koozies are not 16-ounce ones. They're just 12-ounce ones and stuff and stuff. So next up, I got this. I said I splurged on the Irish ones. I had never had this. This is Rose Tattoo. This is an Irish red. So I do like reds. My wife is a redhead. I definitely like the red beers. This Paddy's Irish Ale. What's left of it? This is a very light color. I actually did a double take when I poured it out. I was like, did I pour out the right thing? But yeah, no, this is good. And it's gone. So let's see how this Irish red is. I'm sure this is going to look a lot different. Got to get a passport pic. Jody. Okay, 7-3, Jody. Thanks for stopping in. All right. Yeah, I'm doing a horrible pour. These Miller Lite glasses that I have, though, are like way bigger than a pint. So I can be sloppy and not have to worry and stuff. But that actually, that's definitely a big difference there. So this is clearly a red. Yeah, does it taste like Killian's? Well, we're gonna find out. Hey, Tim, good to see you. Good to see you. Made a couple contacts. I know you're just dropping in right now. We made a couple contacts on 146.52. What is it, like 145.5? The calling frequency over there. Find out. Let's see if it tastes like Killian's. It tastes good. I don't know if it tastes like Killian's because I haven't had Killian since I was like in high school. Yeah, but please keep saying stuff. It says, please keep saying stuff during the live stream. I'm going to use this episode as a drinking game. Awesome. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, 145.5 over there. Very good. Yep. Awesome. Well, this is good. We'll call out again in a second and see if we can get some more contacts. And just because you guys have been an awesome audience, let's do a second cozy. So if anyone joined late, show these off. Take it out of the plastic. So you have, and I think you should be able to, these are navy, and then it's kind of like a silver. So you got the N2MAK logo, and then RF around and find out on the back side. And so Shane, formerly this side of the radio, but now was a QBF workshop from Clubhouse, did those for me, and I appreciate it very much. They turned out awesome. And like I said, I picked up a couple from him so that I could give them away to viewers because I appreciate everyone's support for the channel. And let's see here. Give me some ideas in the chat for a giveaway or term for the giveaway that you're going to put in the chat. Give me some suggestions. and we will get that set up. Not everyone at once. Mad Dog 2020. Yeah. Maybe I'll make Mad Dog the keyword. Red beer. Yeah. Yeah. All right. 520 pandering. No cans of beer left. Only hard stuff like Bacardi 151. That's hard stuff. That's for sure. All right. All right. I got an idea. Let's see here. All right. All right. We're going to go with 52 Brew. Make sure you put the hashtag in there. And we'll see if that works. PHF for life. Yeah. Nice. That might be a tattoo someday. We'll see. But put a hashtag 52 Brew in the comments, and we'll see if it starts to pick it up. There we go. Let's see if those. Perfect. Now I see it working. Awesome. This one's good though. This red is good. This red is smooth. I'll put it up there again. So this is Rose Tattoo, Irish Red Ale, 5.5%. This is made by Beer Tree. And so this is a New York brewery down in what we call the Southern Tier, down in the Binghamton area, technically Johnson City, where I actually lived briefly. I spent over a decade down in the Binghamton, New York area, right on the PA border. I went to grad school down there, got married down there, had my first kid down there, and stuff. Loved the Binghamton area, but the wife's fam is from out here in Rochester, so it was inevitable that we would find our way out here eventually and stuff. But yeah, what a ham radio tattoo would look like. I love tattoos and piercings. I just don't like them on me. I'm a nerd. It wouldn't look right on me. My wife's got plenty of tattoos and piercings and stuff, but it just wouldn't look right on me. Like I couldn't do any of those things justices. I couldn't. but I love them. Just I think I'd look like a nerd or a geek with it on. Yep, let me see here. One other thing I'm going to plug that we got going on is I happen to notice, and in my merch shop, which Leave No Band Behind is the, if you go to leavenobandbehind.com, it'll redirect you to the spread shop where I have merch and stuff. Like this shirt, I got the Weird Flux, but okay. My name's in the way. So, yeah. But any of the merch, it's actually 25% off. I don't have control over the sales. I just upload designs and stuff like that. But yeah, that's stuff's on sale for 25% off, which is like one of the better sales that they do and they schedule. So if you want to check it out or pick up some stuff, definitely go check it out. Like I said, I don't really have control over the pricing or the, I don't even think I can set pricing, the sales or any of that, but I come up with some nerdy designs and upload stuff. So whether it's, there's a new design for the RF around and find out, there's QR Poppy, there's things like the Weird Flux, the V8. There's a couple VHF Leave No Band Behind shirts, things like that. But it's all good. If you want to pick up, if you want to pick up something with my call sign and my logo on it, go ahead. But yeah, I there's only one shirt that has like the logo and the call sign on, because like I've kind of been like, I don't know if I want to wear stuff with other people's call signs. Like I got my own, right? So I do have one with the logo, but that's it. Everything else doesn't say where it's from, or maybe I should put that on there, but like I said, it's just me, just me being me. So yeah. All right. Let's, before I pull the giveaway, I'm going to make a couple last calls here on 5-2 and see what we can do. So let's see here. CQ, November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo N2 MAK, calling CQ on 5-2, CQ, N2 MAK, November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 146.52, looking to make a contact on 2 meter FM simplex. This is N2 MAK, November 2 Mike Alpha Kilo, running 50 watts into a Slim Jim that is about 20 feet up in West Henrietta. This is N2 MAK, calling CQ on 5-2, QRZ. So I should have set up another camera or something so you could see. But I'm looking at, I got a watt meter plugged into the radio, and it's regularly pushing out between 50 to 55 watts, which is nice. And I'm getting the SWR is about a 1.2 to 1 with the N9TAX Slim Jim. So it seems to be working out really well. And then I got 50 feet of coax, just because, I mean, the antenna's, like 20 feet up the mast and everything. It's a little bit more coax than I would like to use, especially on higher frequencies. But I didn't want to, if I was outside on the deck and I was closer to the antenna, I would have been able to get away with 25 easily, but it is what it is. So good stuff. Let me hop into the comments, get caught up on the chat, and then we'll see if, how many are in there, so we can pull the second drawing in just a couple minutes here. So that's right, James. It is a cool shirt. Come on, who wants a shirt with a? You want one with a soldering iron on there, right? Come on. Let's see here. Handman's in there. What's up, brother? Very cool. Trying to pay attention to the chat and stuff. I'm still getting used to the live streaming thing, and trying to keep an eye on between the radio and the chat and the giveaway tool and all that other stuff. Yep. All right. So look in there. We got 20 people in. We got 40 watching, 20 people in. Those of you who are late to the game, hashtag 52Brew in the chat. We're giving away a second cozy. Put this one out as well. Unfortunately, I'm going to ship these without a can of beer, but N2 MAK logo right there. And then the motto, RF around and find out. Oh, Michael. What's up, brother? Oh, he's not ready. So anyway, there you go. This is the, yeah, I can hear you. Sound good?
I just wanted to say, dude, congrats on you for rocking this out, man.
Oh, thank you, man.
The 5-2 challenge. I figured I'd make up for at least one day yesterday when I went live.
I was going to tell you, because I know you mentioned in one or two of your videos, and go, check out Michael's channel, Tortoise Overland. Him and then another one from the Northeast, Eric N1JUR, have been doing a lot of videos, regularly, just their experience driving around, calling out. And but you made a comment or two in at least one, maybe two of your videos about like, oh, I missed a day or whatever. Don't worry about missing a day. When I did this, I I wanted to create some urgency because if we're going to take action, we need,
Right. Oh,
urgency
yeah.
sometimes in the deadline. And so it's like, all right. And the deadline for me was 5/2, May 2nd. I was like, I'm going to do a live stream on 5/2. And I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute.
Hey,
But I was like, so let's make the challenge for March 1st, through April 30th. And that's 61 days. So if you miss, a week or so, it's no big deal if you start late or if you miss a day here or there. Like life gets in the way. I got to travel for work. I'm going to be on the road tomorrow through Tuesday. I'll still be calling out from the car, but things get in the way. Like don't feel pressured that doesn't have to be 52 consecutive days or anything like
under
that.
pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just got to make sure I'm attached to the right antenna because for some reason, I think I am. My SWR is like 2 to 2.0. So that's but I do have my radio up. I literally had to run out to the garage and get this because I have the boom mic set up to the 7300 Mark II. So I had to go find the palm mic for this stupid thing.
Ham DeLorean's asking if I'm going to do another 5/2 challenge on May 2nd. I don't think so. I'm just planning to do the live stream. I reached out and here's a little update. I joked with Izzo from Clubhouse was the first person I talked to about this before I did the video or whatever, and kind of threw out the idea. And I was literally it's like the plane is taking off and I'm still putting the wings on the thing. I kind of I threw it out there and I was like, hey, I want to do a giveaway on 5/2. I'm going to try to get some sponsors. We'll see what happens. Well, I've had a good working relationship with Radioddity. I reached out to them. They're going to throw in some radios. So we're going to have some radios to give away. I think Eric, N1JUR, said that he's got a Ed Fong dual band antenna he wants to throw in for the giveaway. I'm going to be reaching out to some others and stuff. But I'm going to use a live stream on 5/2 as more as an opportunity to kind of just talk about our experiences. Those, like Michael or Eric or myself that have been doing this and, kind of share some positive experiences, maybe what we've learned from it. So that's kind of what I'm looking to do. But, when we get into May, I might end up pivoting and trying to come up with some other challenges or something. We'll see. It's, I'm glad it's been this well received and that there's people who are, participating and doing it and having fun and everything. So there's a look at the antenna, although it's just as cloudy out there now. It's a little bit darker, but there it is. And go back to the giveaway tool and see how that's looking. And let me check and see where we're at there with the giveaways. All right. 40 watching, 22 in there. And get ready to pull this in just a second. I'm going to do one last call on 5/2, and then we will pull the drawing here. CQ, 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 N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, calling CQ on 5/2, CQ, 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 N2MAK, November 2, Mike Alpha Kilo, doing last call on 146.52. This is N2MAK, trying to make a 2-meter simplex contact for the 5/2 simplex challenge. N2MAK, calling CQ from West Henrietta on 146.52. Standing by, QRZ. And
Sorry,
not
dinner
hearing
just
anything.
showed up. Here, let me.
That's
Let me.
That's all right. I just called out one last time, and
let me give it a
nothing.
shot. Let's see. I don't know. Hold on. Tell me if you can hear this. Can you hear that?
Yep, I can hear that. Okay.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to spin the. Ooh, we've got 24. Let's see if I'll spin it at 25. We get one more entry. There it is.
Okay, so CQ 2 meters, CQ 2 meters. November 3, Mike Foxtrot Lima calling CQ 2 meters, CQ 2 meters. Anybody out there, anywhere, any place on 5-2 in the lovely
Thomas.
southern Massachusetts, Rehoboth.
Awesome. Congratulations, Thomas. Thomas, not sure how to pronounce it. Not sure Thomas, if you're good on QRZ or not, but shoot me an email. I am good on QRZ, or you can send an email to mike.n2mak@gmail.com. But like I said, I'm good on QRZ as well. And just shoot me an email. Let me know where to ship this out. And congratulations to both winners. You have, there's 2 of the 5, and one of them's already out there. So I got 2 left after this, and one of them's mine. So only one more to give away. I'll have to think of something. I might give it away on the 5-2 giveaway. But yeah, let me know. I'll get that out. But I'll preface it by saying it's probably not going to go out till Wednesday or so, because I am heading out of town tomorrow. And tomorrow being Sunday, I won't be able to get it shipped out tomorrow. And I'm going to be traveling for work, so it's probably going to go out Wednesday or so. So they're going to go out a little bit later in the week, but I will get those out and stuff. So awesome. So 7-3 Dave, thanks for joining. Frequency Frontiers has a great channel. Look them up, subscribe.
Later, Dave.
Jeff, let me show you what we got here.
Give it away.
So these are the koozies that Shane from Clubhouse made for me. I only got 5, so 3 of them are spoken for. Actually, 4 of them are, because one of them's mine. So yeah. So you got the logo, and then you got RF around and find out on the back.
I'm an idiot.
What?
I had my radio on split. Moron. Oh, yeah, there's 50 watts. November 3, Mike Foxtrot Lima calling CQ2, 146.520. Anybody, anywhere, anybody out there?
He's 5 up. He's 5 up.
No, it was like 10 meters split. I was on 10 meters because one of the girls last night said, "Could you do?" Matter of fact, said, "Can you do a split, like a crossband repeat?" And I'm like, no, yeah. But you could do a split. And I was doing a split on 10 and 2. And one LEX, November 3, Mike Foxtrot Lima. Name here is Mike. Mike India Kilo Echo.
How do you get stickers? Ham DeLorean. Shoot me an email or hit me up on Discord or something, and I'll send you out a couple. I'll have them with me if you're going out to Hamvention and stuff, but I'll hook you up.
I hope I got a good signal. I'm sitting.
I only got the N2MAK ones right now.
We're doing a live stream of 5
out of the $20 is $20 ones. I got to come up with a remix of that or something else that's fun to hand out at Hamvention.
In my headphones, but we're doing a 52-day-ish challenge to get as many contacts as on 5-2 as we possibly can. So hey, I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
I will be at Hamvention, yes. I was debating on whether or not to go there or to go down to Huntsville, because I'd really like to get down there at some point.
We're live streaming right now. If you want to go look up
Hamvention's a lot easier of a trip for me.
YouTube and
where it's like a 7-hour drive versus
just having some fun and
having to navigate a flight or
kind of a personal challenge.
Break the trip up, driving down over a couple days.
Have it done on.
It's easier to do Hamvention. There tends to be a lot of stuff going on that conflict in August anyway with Huntsville. Eventually, I do want to get down for that, though.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. So, best of luck. I'll say 7-3 and happy hunting, man. And good luck out there.
Roger that, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. November 3, Mike Foxtrot Lima.
N1 LAX, and I will be monitoring.
N1 LEX. He said, yeah, there's a bunch of us out here.
Nice.
Why can't I get him one on my mobile? Really? Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. But I mean, seriously, why can't I get him on my mobile? And dinner arrived.
I scheduled mine for 7:00 to get delivered. So I know I'm not going to pick anything up after I'm drinking on stream, and then.
Oh no, this was delivered. We got a really good place, like like a mile away, and I put the order in within half an hour. I've got it.
Yeah.
So, but yep. Nope. There's somebody on 5-2. Look at that. We have proof. Day 5, I made a contact.
Nice. That's good. Yeah. I felt bad you're striking out and stuff, and I think a lot of us tend to do it from the car, like we're running errands or commute to work, or I'll be calling out. If anyone's in upstate New York, I'll be calling out along the thruway from Rochester to Albany tomorrow, probably late afternoon before dinner, and then I'll be calling out from the hotel in Albany. Never know. You never know if you're going to get lucky in the hotel room. So
there's a dude in Pattersonville on 5-2. Are you coming up 88 or are you coming across? Oh, you're going to be coming across 90.
Yep.
So on or about exit 25A, throw your call sign out there. I can't remember the cat's call right off the top of my head, but there's also a blind ham who lives in the area that also responds on 5-2 also.
Awesome.
Around the Albany Schenectady area. So yeah, dude, there's tons of people. You throw your call out on a Sunday, I guarantee somebody's going to be answering you, especially around that area.
Yep.
So where are you headed to in Albany?
Albany. The capital. So yeah, I do government relations work. Like I jokingly always say, like I'm not an IT specialist. I'm not an engineer. I'm not retired fire service or law enforcement. I'm a lobbyist. Yep.
Well, start lobbying for some better roads, man.
Oh man, it's like I think pothole season just started in the Northeast this past week as it started to thaw.
Oh,
like
dude,
the roads, like once you get through the winter, it's like, oh geez, really? Like it's bad. I think it's bad all over in the Northeast. Between the snow and the ice, and then the salt and all that. It's
See, I'm being nice, even though I'm home. I'm not drinking yet. Wrong type of getting lucky.
I know.
Nice. God,
I'm glad someone caught my comment there.
Yeah.
Hillbilly Ham, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Dave? I see the Dave.
Yeah.
Dave is slumming. He's coming to hang out with us. Yeah. So yeah, dude, I wholeheartedly approve and appreciate the 5-2 challenge because
awesome. I'm getting another beer. Keep talking.
Because Eric put it out there, and in one of his videos, I said challenge accepted because I actually thought he started it, and then he explained. He goes, "Oh no, Mike started this." I was like, "Oh, that's right." So yeah, it's I mean a weird simplex frequency we hang out on here is 147.525. Very odd, but
525. Okay.
147.525, and it actually, I mean, I can get on there right now and bring some of us an Irish goodbye.
Yeah, I figured this would be a good way to close it out. Yeah, and I didn't plan it, but it's progressively, gotten darker from the lighter ale to the red, and now this one's going to be black.
A nice stout.
Yeah. This is only like 4-point-something% though, so this is not going to be heavy. I can
smell it from here. God bless.
And this is so I'll put it up there for those that are interested. Dry goodbye. I've never had this. So I'm trying it first time. This is Beer Tree, again, down in Johnson City, Binghamton, New York, Southern Tier.
Is it nice and yeah, that's nice and dark. It's almost chewable. I like a dark chewable beer.
That's good. It's really good because it's not heavy. It's not heavy at all. Like it's that dry. Like you hit it and quit it. It's just boom. It's done. Like it in and out. That's smooth and but it's got some good taste. So good.
Somebody made the comment. I'll bring it up. I'm making a 2-inch tube slingshot and try to throw a 12-ounce. Wow, that's a lot of weight for a slingshot. So I've got something right here. Yes, I know it looks odd, but if you crank off the top, you put your. This is going to sound weird again. You put your load in here, and you give it a nice pull.
Oh, okay.
Because slingshots are illegal in Massachusetts. I didn't know if you knew that or not. So
I was thinking that there might be some
manufacture
restrictions in New York.
Oh God, this place is absolutely ridiculous. To buy, sell, or manufacture a slingshot is illegal. I said, "Are you kidding me?"
Handman was just asking if it's okay to mix beers like that.
Yes, it is.
I always like to joke as like drinkers can't count and counters can't drink. Yeah. Ham DeLorean nailed it. Yeah, travel book club.
No, it's not. Yeah. God, I knew it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple lead weights.
7-3, Jeff.
Open up a little piece. 7-3, man. I'll open up a little piece of 550 cord. Just get one of the strings out, tie it to it, and then tie it to the 550 cord, and try to shoot it up over a tree. I'm gonna check it out. But it comes with its own balls too.
Oh. Bricker's got a question for you. Boddington's dessert beer?
I've never had that. Can I chew on it? I've never had that. Where's Boddington's out of?
I'm not sure. And stuff. And he says he likes dessert beer. I do like a lot of the what do you call them, like the flavored stouts.
Yeah.
You know, like you might have like a caramel or a vanilla porter but also like some of like the heavier imperial ones where you're like 10% plus. Like,
oh yeah, the ones
I like
that you
that.
drink like
I
2
like
or 3
those.
and you're done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're done. You're done.
You just want to go. We got a really good liquor store down the road. Liquor beer store, and it's Break's Corner Store. It's called, and they have really good stuff there. And they're always constantly rotating their stock. If it doesn't sell, it's gone. You know. But they have a vast amount of stouts, but they have good summer beers, like some citrusy, good summer beers.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm very go ahead.
No, I was going to say in the wintertime, a good freaking heavy stout is great for the wintertime because it warms you up.
Yeah. I'm very seasonal with the beers. I like them all, but I'll have darker stuff in the winter. Like the light wheat beers, even like the flavored, like a raspberry wheat or something. Like, some of those lawnmower beers are nice in the summer. You just want to crush something, when it's like hot, humid.
That's a new term, lawnmower beer.
Totally, like because you like this is light, but this is not what if I'm out mowing the lawn for an hour and a half and it's 88 degrees and 88% humidity, like that's not what I want to come into.
Right.
I want something that is just like stupid light, crushable, and just boom.
Dude, yes, I agree with Chris 100%. Leinenkugel Summer Shanty. That is some good stuff in the summertime.
They have some good beers.
Oh, yeah, I have to agree with him on that one.
Yeah.
I haven't had Spotted Cow.
I haven't either. And Chris has promised me he's going to hook me up at some point when we meet up. So,
are you coming to Nearfest in May?
I don't know. I'll have to check.
Because the reason I said this is because May 1st and 2nd is Nearfest.
Okay.
So you were talking about May 5th.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want to clash into that. But yeah, Nearfest is first. Yeah, first week in May, first weekend. Oh, dude, it's gonna be a blast.
But maybe I'll look into it. I'll look into it and see.
Well, we can live stream. You can live stream from there because I've got a Starlink. We've got Starlink and everything. We'll be sitting up on the hill, man.
I might be able to swing that because I actually have to be in Albany.
Man, it's only 3 more hours from there
on May 5th. that Tuesday. So
Yeah,
oh my gosh, Ham DeLorean, you are the man.
Pete's Wicked. Yes.
I wish. I wish they would bring that back. Pete was ahead of his time. That was like my favorite OG craft beer back in the '90s. There was. I'm gonna date myself, but
back in the '90s, you were what, 18?
So yeah. So I went to my first 2 years of college. I went to St. Lawrence University, up north,
Way up north.
right across the border, and so there was this bar downtown called the TikTok, and they used to do Pete's Wicked Ale night, and they had Pete's Wicked Ale pint glasses, and there was a price for the pint glass that came with the first draft, and then it was a lesser amount for the refills. And it was like a Monday or a Wednesday night. It was like a weeknight, right? They're just trying to get kids out to the bar to go and I had my chalk license and stuff, but I wish I still saved some of those glasses. Like, we looked at them like they were disposable, like, because we're living in dorms, right? You can't do your dishes easily without going to like a bathroom sink or something like that. So like we chucked them out half the time, like just throw them in recycle bins or whatever.
Guess what I just
Pete's
found
Wicked
for
Ale
you.
is so good,
dude. Guess what I just found for you. There it is. Hold on, let me add it. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah. I was just looking for some Pete's stuff. Yeah, the Wicked Red was good.
It's on Amazon.
That's the
They got
picture
or eBay. They got a bunch
Yep.
of eBay stuff. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, ooh.
I was just looking on eBay recently for some memorabilia from them, like looking at shirts or whatever.
They've got
Pete's was so good. They had fantastic beers.
Hey,
their Wicked Winter Brew was my favorite.
It
was Pete's Wicked Winter Brew was a raspberry and nutmeg ale, and maybe I didn't know any better because I was like 18 at the time. But man, that beer was so.
Dude, this is a good deal. This is a very good deal. There you go. Set of 6 for $50.
Yeah, there's the Winter Brew. I remember the Summer Brew, the red. I can't see the other ones.
Let me bring up the picture for myself. One is Winter Brew, one is just their Wicked Ale, one is their Summer Brew,
the red,
honey wheat, and lager.
The honey wheat. Okay. Yeah. I remember the honey wheat. I don't remember the lager, but yeah, you got the.
And they look like they're in pretty good shape. I mean, They look like they're all in pretty good shape. They're not missing anything. See, look, dude.
Lisa messaged Moosehead. I just got to cover this real quick. Moosehead. When I was in grad school, we used to go out on Thursday nights after class because in grad school down in Binghamton, my master's program, it was all evening classes. So we'd get out of class like 9:00, go out to a local bar, and they had I think it was $5 pitchers of Moosehead, and so. A bunch of us just went out like every Thursday night, and it was just Moosehead and shots of tequila. It was horrible.
Every time I go to I go antiquing.
Yeah,
I look for the dispenser tops.
Mm.
I've got a nice number 9 downstairs in the garage made out of copper. It's all copper. It's the old number 9 beer. What the hell was that? Oh God, now I can't even think of what it is.
Oh, Magic Hat.
Yeah, Magic Hat 9.
Magic Hat, like up in like Vermont or something.
Yeah,
up there. Yeah.
They it was just a copper, like a 1/4-inch copper pipe, and they had a little thing displayed. I still got it downstairs. I got a couple of them. I just like different ones because they were cool. And it's what is it? 1/4-20 bolts.
I'm not sure. I've never messed with the tap handles before, but I see them on like eBay when I, occasionally we'll do things like I just did.
Right.
Yeah. Like I have, and I've worn it on a couple live streams. I got an old school Red Dog shirt.
Oh my God, that'd be cool.
Which I know I'm dating myself, but like,
You're definitely dating yourself.
That was total college beer. And the fact that I found like a double X Red Dog long sleeve shirt. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait, you're younger than me. How do you? What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 94.
Okay, so you're only 2 years younger than I am. Okay,
Yeah.
so I graduated in 92. God bless, that was a long time ago.
Rolling Rock, Michelob's, Labatt or Molson Triple X. Yeah. Yeah. What was Labatt had? What was the Labatt version of Triple X? What was their ice beer? I'm blanking on it. It was good stuff. We used to, when I was up at St. Lawrence, we used to go across the border because it was only a few minutes to the duty free all the time. It was so cheap.
Well, and you only needed a driver's license back then too.
My sophomore year, my roommate had turned 21, and so like we could go legally, like no issues, and just go across. It was cheaper than going to the grocery store, and I smoked back then, so we'd go get like a couple cartons of Dumarier's or Marblights, and
Dumarier's,
yeah,
oh my god.
And then I love the Molson Dry, the Molson Triple X. We'd get those Labatt Copper.
You better get your lungs check after you drink them things. Holy crap!
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it was so cheap. I mean, like liters of hard alcohol. It was like, it was nuts what you could get away with it to duty free.
See, because I graduated in 92, but I was down in Warren, Pennsylvania. So we would we'd all drive up and stay at a buddy's house in Niagara, and then go over.
Okay.
So it was like, hey, we're coming up. Yeah, those were the
25-cent beer in 1990. Nice.
Yep. There was a couple good bars in Oklahoma when I was in the service too that were pretty cheap. They had quarter night. They had like dollar night was like Friday night, and that was cheap back in 95. Yeah, 95, 96. Yeah, thanks, Dave. We know you're old.
Yeah. There were some bars too that I knew of back in early 90s too. They do things like, and I don't know about other places. Eventually, New York got rid of like the all you can drink sort of promos, but they used to have they'd have like drinking with Lincoln, and it'd be like $5, like all you can drink drafts of like Milwaukee's Best or something, something cheap. But
the
drinking with Lincoln.
the ratio of depressed New York alcoholics up there was kind of probably pretty high.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, I grew up in upstate New York when I was younger. First 16 years of my life, I lived up in Schenectady. So,
yeah. I primarily it was Marblights or menthol lights or something like that I did for a while. Yep.
I don't understand why they got rid of menthol cigarettes up around
I don't
here.
know.
Sorry, I hate to be on your live stream eating my dinner, but I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day.
You brought a little something extra. I realize like it's channel, to do something like a live stream on 5-2 where I'm just going to call out periodically. It's like, it's tough to like fill the gaps. Like I got to keep talking or come up with something to talk about.
Right. Oh my God, Blatz. Oh God, no.
What is Blatz? I can tell kind of by your your reaction.
Ask Chris. It's about one of the shittiest beers out there. I'm sorry. Labatt's, Blatz. It was Labatt's. Like Labatt's Blue. Bleh. I'm pretty sure I'm correct in that. Am I, Chris? Labatt's. They call them Blatz.
Labatt Blue.
Yeah, Labatt. I don't like Labatt.
That's huge out here. It's crazy. It's actually so crazy that we brew it in Rochester. We actually brew Canadian beer here in Rochester. It's the Genesee Brewing Company, which is in Rochester and brews Jenny, things like Jenny Cream Ale and stuff like that. They brew Labatt under contract. So if you look closely at your Labatt Blue package, whether it's blue or blue light,
Look at the sticker on the back.
It'll say one of two things. It'll say either like something like a fine Canadian Pilsner or Canadian Pilsner. I think maybe it's Canadian Pilsner. It says, or it says Premier Pilsner. They changed like
Rochester, New York.
the word. Yeah, because then it'll like, and that's how that's the minor subtle difference and stuff. But yeah, they started doing it a few years ago and stuff. And I mean, it's a good thing that the contract brewing for breweries is helps keep them afloat, especially as you're starting to see breweries start to fold a lot of the craft ones and stuff because people aren't drinking as much now, which is probably a good thing.
I probably asked you this question. Do they still have the pony bottles? They look like little hand grenades for Genesee.
Yeah, the glass
brown
cans.
Glass. No, the brown.
Yeah,
brown.
that's what I call it. I call it like the glass cans. Yeah. They did when I first moved out here. They would do some of them, some of the throwback stuff in there, like the Genesee 12 horse ale, and I think I can't remember if they did it at Genesee Red and those. Occasionally, they would put those out, and I can honestly say I had purchased some in like the last decade.
Well, you brought
I haven't seen them
you brought some
for a while.
Genesee out. You brought some Genesee out for the 24-hour POTA. Did you bring Utica Club? I don't remember.
I brought Utica Club. I don't know if I brought Genesee. If I brought Jenny, I might have brought, because we did that in September.
Yeah.
I might have brought some of that. If there was grapefruit beer, then it was the Genesee Kolsch.
Okay.
But if you don't remember any grapefruit beer, then I just brought Utica Club.
Yeah, I think you.
Being from Utica, Central New York.
You actually would have to ask Paul because he drank most of it. Anyway. But when we get the 24-hour POTA finally finalized, yes, please bring out some more Utica Club. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I will.
Just we're just not. Oh God, Mad Dog 2020 strawberry. Yes.
Oh. Who remembers Cisco?
Oh.
I used to drink that stuff too. Like,
that's horrible.
Yeah. The fortified wine.
Well, the girls used to drink.
I should say wine.
Air quotes on that?
Yeah.
Oh, what Boone's Farm. The girls loved the Boone's Farm growing up. Oh my God. Yeah, they're just like, do you have any Boone's Farm?
Yeah.
Ooh, that stuff would kill you. Never got lucky on Boone's Farm though.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I am shocked that people have been hanging in. We've just kind of been rambling about beers and everything else. And
people like people like to hang out with us, man.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to get rid of the third and the final cozy. All right. So I'm going to get rid of the last one because I figure whoever the 2 dozen are still here, you're kind of like the A1 day ones. So let me get let's see here. You gotta get the giveaway set up for this, and we'll have to.
Come on, Isabel. I get my 2.5 pound terrorist up here. She just went in the heat.
With a real fun keyword here. Let's see.
Yeah, my 2.5 pound terrorist just went into why is that spotlighted? That's weird.
I took that away.
Yeah, I was just I was getting to it, man.
All right, let's see here.
You forget I have the power of the mouse too.
All right.
I know my grandfather used to have, I think I told you the story, stacks of Utica Club in the basement, the empty boxes, and he would take them back, get the deposit on those, and he'd get the deposit for the little case, the little foldy case, really heavy-duty cardboard, and he could deposit on both of those, and he'd come back with like 2 more cases, and it would just sit in the basement until he was done drinking them and bring them back. He was a Utica Club person.
There. Thanks for the keyword. Hashtag Utica Club.
Yeah,
I recommend you put the capital U and the capital C, the UC. But I don't know if it matters or not.
it does.
But if you're willing to roll the dice, you can try to sneak in with it
No,
without it. But yeah,
it's
there you go.
particular.
So,
It is cap sensitive.
all right, I'm gonna go grab a Utica Club now.
Jesus, did you just finish that other one?
Yeah, and you
All
might
right.
hear the water running. I'm gonna rinse out the dark beer from the glass quick.
Recycle, reuse.
Yes, but I got an Uncle Charlie right here. If you're from Utica, you will recognize the term Uncle Charlie. So, and it's a pounder. Easy now. He's getting all choked up over this. And this live stream is not sponsored by or affiliated with Utica Club in any way. I did do a brewery tour on my stag party, my bachelor party there.
How long ago? Oh, God. That lemonade went the wrong way, dude. How long ago was that bachelor party?
That would have been in 2007. So almost next year it'll be 20 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I've been with Lynn for 21 years in December, and I said, hey, honey, our relationship's old enough to drink now. She just looked at me and she went, no shit.
Yeah, Ham DeLorean's right. The live stream is not going to be sponsored by anybody. Yeah. It's been a little bit of a train wreck the last hour, but
no train wreck. Why is it a train wreck? We're trying. You got the message out.
Yeah, I shouldn't say train wreck. We made contacts.
What you're saying is I came in here and it became a train wreck. I see how it is. Okay.
No, we went from 5-2 to talking old school 1990s beer. But I mean, I joke with my kids all the time, and they'll say the line too because they've seen it. They're like, "The Matrix wasn't a movie; it was a documentary."
Yeah, literally.
Because civilization did peak in the 90s. Music, movies, television, beer, everything peaked in the 90s as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'm a hardcore Gen Xer.
Oh, dude, I'm right there with you. I mean, you're at the tail end of Gen X, but you're still a Gen Xer. Oh no, you're not. What was it?
No, I'm born in the 70s, raised in the 80s, partied in the 90s.
Yeah, literally. Dude, there was
no good music since '99. That's
pretty much.
Truth be told. Yep.
I brought
Kevin
up
Smith movies.
Kevin Smith movies. I brought up what was it? YouTube music the other day, and I was just flipping out, just being silly and singing, and I was like, Jesus, I'm getting too old for this shit. Hardcore Gen Xers partied in the 80s, yes.
Yeah.
Well, the old ones anyways, Dave.
Congrats on 30 years, Ham Man. That's impressive.
Who's 30 years?
30 Ham Man, Connecticut. Got 30-year anniversary coming up in June or something. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Dave can't type.
We know that.
Oh, that's what I meant to click on.
The mall rats.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
Dude, how wild is that? The freaking Rhode Island Mall right down the road from my house is where these kids lived for months.
Mm-hmm.
What? And then they did a documentary onto it. I was like, what the hell, dude?
Mm-hmm.
See, I could actually see that happening in the 90s. Somebody living in the mall.
Yep.
That would have been a great movie.
Yeah, I've seen the memes and the jokes online about like, they need to bring the malls back as like retirement communities for Gen Xers. Like, I would totally retire to a mall if I could,
There's
down the road and just, be able to walk to the food court to get something to eat, do my laps to get my exercise in, go to the arcade or to the movies
Dude,
for entertainment.
I grew up with the Crossgates Mall in Albany
Yeah,
and the
cross
Mohawk
cases,
Mall in
crazy.
Schenectady. Oh, I remember when it was first built. My dad took me there and we went to the theater, and that's between Mohawk Mall in Schenectady and Crossgates Mall were the only two malls that we went to, and it was so much. And I'm thinking when I was younger, I said, man, it'd be cool just to ride, because there was ramps and stuff and inside the Mohawk Mall, and I said, man, it'd be so cool to ride your BMX through here. And then they built the Rotterdam Square Mall, and I actually rode my bike through the Rotterdam Square Mall, but just don't tell anybody.
I feel you, Ron. Marketplace. They got to turn Marketplace is one of the malls out here. That's kind of they
There's a
just
big mall in
pretty much closed it
Rochester, isn't there?
down. There's a couple malls. There's Eastview, which is like on the east side, and that's a more high, for lack of a better term, it's like a higher end mall. They have an Apple store there and a lot of other things. That's probably not going anywhere anytime soon. There is a mall up in Greece, one of the largest suburb of Rochester, right on the lake.
I was going to say, I
That's doing
remember
okay, but
there was a
the
big
mall
mall
in
up
my
there.
town, in Marketplace Mall in Henrietta, they pretty much officially closed down, like, what was left recently. And maybe the anchor stores like J.C. Penney's or some of those things like on the out, that have exterior entrances are still going, but it's not like it was.
Yeah, the Emerald Mall here, the only time it's actually doing any business is around Christmas time. But it's dead. They had a news crew went in there and they're like, dude, this mall is dead.
Yeah.
Because you can buy everything online now. Why do you have to schlep to the mall when you can just you just click your mouse and there you go. It gets delivered
Yep.
within 4 hours or less, depending on what you're buying.
Yep.
What has this
All right.
turned into, man?
Have I ever attended a NARA Buffalo in Western New York Power Rocket launch? No, I have not.
That'd be cool.
Penn Yan's not far away. Penn Yan's
Oh yeah, I know where Penn Yan is. Yeah.
No, it's on Keuka.
I miss the Finger Lakes. I need to drive through the Finger Lakes again.
Keuka Lake. Shout out to Keuka and Penn Yan and stuff. That's one of the. I think it's one of two lakes in the U.S. that has the Y shape.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a family vacation down there a couple years ago. I rented a boat, got my boating license and all that good stuff. Went out with the bow fangs on the boat. We had the marine channels programmed in if we needed them.
Bless.
But no, and got to, like, it was neat to kind of navigate to, like, I don't know what the
convergence.
Point. Yeah, convergence, confluence, whatever it is. But yeah, no, that's it's a unique thing. It was very cool. And I realized we got the giveaway going, so let's pull this. We got 34 people.
You know what I'm gonna do, Mike? You don't have a landing pad. Do you have a landing pad on Discord anywhere?
No.
All right.
I know Eric set up like a channel or something like that for the 5-2 Simplex.
Yeah,
which is in the Live Free and Ham Discord, but I'm horrible with Discord, so like I haven't done a whole. Okay.
What would you like a channel on my server that you can just go hang out on, or you want to stay on the Live Free, or
not yet? I'll figure. Like I said, like I'm like Discord is like, and I don't know if this is where I feel like, am I getting so old or not? Where like you belong to all these Discords and this and that, and like I got
I try
notifications set up for like the key things and stuff, but it's like it's so hard to kind of keep up. But I don't know if I need to spend more time on it, and maybe I would get more out of it. I don't know.
I had the server. I renamed it. It used to be Failures United. We have a clan. clan in World of Tanks, and it's a little. We called it Failures United. We fail so others can succeed, and you know the little safety symbol with the little kid falling into the pail.
Mm-hmm.
That's our little emoji. So that's on the
Okay.
front of our tank. And when it comes up with your clan name, it abbreviates it and it says "FU." And we got it taken away from us, and we're like, "What are you talking about? It's Failures United. This clan has been with World of Tanks since it started. Now you're just gonna, you know." And they're like, "Well," and they hemmed and hawed, and our guy who started the clan, he fought for it and he got it back. So that was fun because everybody's like, "What clan is FU?" I said, "Think about it." Yeah, I set one up for Pota Power, all things Pota Power, and they post the hell out of stuff. Now that now that Julie's figured out how to use it, you know.
That's what I need to do a little bit more of and stuff.
Because there's 22 people online and 32 people offline who belong to the server. I mean, yeah, there's way too many servers, and I mean, both Paul and Eric just hemmed and hawed at me, saying blah blah. We gave you a space. I said, yes, you did, but I already had my own space. I just changed it and built it. So,
all right. Thomas says he reached out to me on
awesome
QRZ. Thank you. And let's see here.
I love that freaking avatar.
Yeah. Let's pull the drawing because we're not getting any more coming in. And
nope.
I know my food's getting delivered around 7, so we'll be wrapped up before then. Let's see here. We're going to the giveaway. 18 people entered out of 32 watching. Justin, who's an Alfred. Oh, an Alfred. I'm good on QRZ. You can come pick that up. No. I will get that out to you, brother. All right. Let's see now. I gotta make a note.
I don't know how I got 7,000. I was going to say congrats, but now I got 7,000 things in the chat here. What the heck?
TNX.
There you go.
All right. Done. Congrats, Justin. And let's see if he replied. I don't know if you're good on QRZ with your call sign.
Yep, there you go.
All
right, yeah, yeah, he said he's good.
All right. Awesome. That's going to do it. That's the 3 that I had to give away. Very cool. Very cool.
I missed Julie and Vaughn earlier. They did a live stream and I missed it. They're probably going to be mad at me, but you know, oh well.
I swear it's hilarious. Like whenever it seems like 9 times out of 10 when I tune into one of their live streams, Vaughn has one of my shirts on. And he's always like, it's my initials also, though, because it's got the VHF.
Yep.
but like anytime, it's like the weirdest feeling. Like when you tune into like a live stream or something like that, it's like, hey, he's got one of my shirts. So
yeah, I've got to spend some more money on dude, I have a billion t-shirts, and then the wife gave me the Dive Bar subscription. It gives you Dive Bar t-shirts. This is actually one of them. Leela's Little Nugget.
I am big in you
year round, Austin, Texas.
Yep.
So, oh, jeez. Oh,
yeah, I said I am big in you.
Layla's Little Nugget. There you go. Since 1972, so it's 2 years older than I am. But yeah, dude, I got a billion T-shirts, and don't tell anybody, but I can't find the Poda Crew T-shirt that Julie sent me. So it's just amongst you and me, you know.
7-3 Jeff.
Later, Jeff.
Ready.
VE session. I wonder how many are going to get tested tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And we should start odds. We should have the VE send us in who's going to get tested, and then throw some odds on who's going to do some online gambling.
Yep. Good stuff. Hey, what radio are you using to bring it all the way back to ham radio? What radio are you using at your base station for 2 meters?
Oh, please pardon the mess, but 991 Alpha and 7300 Mark II.
Okay.
And you, Charlie, leave her alone. Get out of there. The 2.5-pound terrorist is in heat. She's hiding under the couch, and my dog's trying to get her. But she's like this big, so nothing's going to happen. So I hope. Because that'd be
the 991 is something. That's one of those radios. Like if I saw it at a Hamfest, or someone I knew had one up for sale, it's one of those ones that it would be like.
It's a good little shack in a box, and it does sideband and 2 and 440.
That's the big reason why.
And all HF. It's literally a shack in a box at 100 watts, and it has a built-in tuner.
Yep.
It will not tune on VHF or UHF, though.
Yeah.
Just HF.
I'm not worried about that, but like having the all mode, all band functionality is nice.
Right.
Something you don't get often. And
if you look, I've got the Mugs 3D rails on here, and it's got my little nameplate onto it.
Yep.
And it's a nice little radio. It's really good if you're going to do some multi-band operation, and it's got a halfway decent screen. The menus aren't like some of the other Yaesus that you have your function and you have your menu, but your function list, you just scroll through and you can turn things on, turn things off. It's really simple. But for the money, what are they, about 800 now ish used? They're not bad radios. I actually traded a blind ham my 710 for this 991 Alpha because he needed a monitor that he could see, and at the time the only thing that was available was the Yaesu lines with the monitor output. So mobile radio for 220.
Yep. So I'm pulling up a couple things here. So share your thoughts, because I'm going to pull up a couple pages right now from DX Engineering and Amazon.
Amazon should make a Hamazon.
Yeah, actually, all right. So I have, and so been drinking beers, and I'm not going to try to pull up a bazillion web pages. It's going to be lazy. I have a TYT that was ham forwarded to me for 1.25 meters. TYT does make monoband radios for 270, 220. Puts out, and I tested, I was getting a good 60 or so watts out of it.
That's not bad.
FM only. I used it in the VHF contest most recently back in January, and it worked out fine for the purpose. I think with 220, chances are, there's maybe you're going to be lucky if you have more than 2 or 3 repeaters that you can hit that you're going to program, and you're probably going to be just use it on simplex, or something like in a VHF contest like I do. So anyway, I have experience with that. It's worked out fine. You're going to get in cheap for like maybe, I don't know, like 150 or something. You can probably find them for under 100 used or whatever.
Has anybody put them on a service monitor to see what the spurs are and how out of whack it is?
I haven't done that because I'm pointing to it. The tiny SA that I have is the original one, which is limited. And so,
Right.
like, I think on 220, because of how it breaks up the ports and the frequencies, like, I can see the first harmonic maybe, but that's it. And so I can't really tell with what I have, my test equipment. And then I don't have enough attenuation to do it at 50 watts anyway. So I can test HTs with what I have right now. So TYT in production, you could get it on Amazon or look for used ones on eBay. That's the budget. Alinco and
Alinco has always been number one in my choice if
Yep.
if you can afford them.
And I hear good things. So let me pull up. Not affiliated with DX Engineering. There's no spurious commissions involved here, but let me add this to the scene. There it is. So here is an Alinco DR.
And see, that's a fair price.
Yeah, and the question was mobile. All right. This is a mobile first radio because if you look at it, you're going to see a lot of Chinese influence here because you just have P1, P2, P3, P4. The older version of this, which is out of production now, had fixed buttons, hard buttons for a lot of the stuff. But this is driven primarily from the hand mic. Okay.
Yes.
You're doing everything from the hand mic. You can program the P1 through 4s, but you got volume and squelch, and the rest is on there's no VFO on the actual radio.
Yeah, it's
if you
up
look.
And down on the buttons. Okay.
Yeah. So I hear good things about this from others that use it. But
I think
I haven't used it myself. So that is production, and you can pick that up. What was it? It was like 200-ish or so. Yeah, 259.
Yeah, hold on a second. I want to see something real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's all right.
All right, so we're looking at it's just a straight 220 radio.
Mm-hmm.
200 channel memories.
Yep.
I think this would be an excellent entry level 220 radio if you wanted to get into 220 for a mobile because it has a power. And the 220 Yagis are not that expensive either. You could build or pick up a 220 Yagi. And there's some 220 stuff still available in the commercial market that you can fiddle tune with and get them lined up. So it's definitely a nice radio.
Yeah, so I definitely hear a lot of good things about that. I'm trying to look up the Anytone. And let me see.
Alinco, I mean, as old as we are, Alinco's been around forever. I don't know how long you've been a ham for, but I'm going on 34 years. And it was Alinco, Kenwood, ICOM, and Yaesu. Those are the top four. And then Alinco kind of dropped off after all the Chinese stuff started coming out. But I mean, that was the top four. I mean, you had one of those four radios, and Alinco always had the weird birds, which was nice.
Yeah, no, and I love that about Alinco. Like, stay quirky, my friends.
Yeah, exactly. They always had the odd birds, and you're like, I wish I had a radio like this. Hey, go look up Alinco. I bet you could find it.
Yeah, so I'm trying to pull up this other radio at RNL, and it's the websites are being pokey. So Anytone makes a tri-band, and this is what's unique about this. This is going to be the only tri-band you can buy in production that will have a detachable face.
Nice.
So keep that in mind, and it'll give you it's going to give you 25 watts out on 220, and then 50 on 2 and 70. And that's the Anytone 58888. So it's 5888. But if you search around, you might be able to find it. And
Is that the UV model?
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
AliExpress had it, dude. Let me see.
Yeah.
They've got it. Really? This page cannot be displayed. Bite me. Gigaparts has it.
Yeah. I know R&L. Jason, Ham Radio 2.0, is done a good job promoting that radio for honestly a good decade, because like I said, it's the only tri-band with a detachable face. And so
it is.
yeah, you pull it up. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's $239.
Yep.
I love how they say commercial analog mobile
Mhm.
radio. So yeah, it's I mean it's
Yep.
let me get back here. What do we got? 758 memories, part 90. It does VHF 136, 174, UHF 440 to 890, but it says it's extended receive frequency. So is it a true tri-band? Because
It
it's just,
depends. There's a couple different. You have the dual band one on.
oh, okay. Did I
Yeah.
full pause
There's a
that one?
tri-band version. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Let me
Like I said, I was trying to look, and the interwebs just weren't cooperating. So
dual band. There it is. AliExpress. See if it brings it up. Yay, there we go. Ha ha ha. Let me go back over to here. Let me go here. Let me go here. Let me share. There it is. You want it embiggen it?
yeah.
So there it is.
Yeah, you're gonna get these for about $250 or so. Yeah.
Yeah. 136, 174, 220 to 260, and 400 to 512. God bless America.
Yeah. Now, how you're going to use, the tri-band, or 220? You asked what would I recommend? What's good for mobile? You got to think about your setup. If you go with a tri-band like this, and there's other tri-bands too that you can get that maybe are lower power, like 20-watt radios and stuff, but you're only going to get one antenna port. So unless you're going to hook up something where you're going to split, it's important to keep in mind there are not a lot of tri-band antenna options available, unfortunately.
You're
So
definitely
you're
going
going to get locked into choosing between hey, if you want a tri-band antenna, there's two options. You're limited in what you're going to do for an antenna. So keep that in mind. But if you're looking to just put 220 in, that Alinco is going to be really good quality, and it's a really small footprint, and it's totally designed to be mobile first, because everything's pretty much driven by the hand mic. If you look at
if you looked at
the buttons and stuff. So those are the options that come to mind. There's the Anytone if you want a true tri-band. If you want a mono band quality, go with the Alinco. If you want a budget, go with the TYT.
Yeah, because I mean, trying on what you said, trying to find a tri-band mobile antenna is gonna be this, finding a good one. Finding a triplexer, I have seen a lot of triplexers on eBay.
Okay.
But finding a triplexer with 220 is going to be the hard one, because usually they're 10, 2 and 440, or 6, 2 and 440. They're your typical ham frequencies. So yeah, finding one with a triplexer or an antenna with 220 in it will be interesting.
Yep. Yeah, he's saying mainly thinking about for POTA. Oh, you can hear the dogs. My food's here. I'm gonna go get it. You run with the show, Mike.
All right.
I'll be right back.
All right, go. I got him in my ear anyway, so he'll correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, 220. I did a lot of VHF UHF contesting back in the day. I worked with W2SZ. If anybody knows the RPI radio club, back in '93. I did two contests with them. And I tell you what, multi-op contest, for VHF and UHF, they are the cat's pajamas when it comes to going up to Mount Greylock. And I mean, they're running a kilowatt and a half on 220, dude. Absolutely bonkers.
That's
bonkers
crazy.
Power. Yeah. I did a video, really short video, when I went up there for the September contest, I think it was last September. I drove up. I got invited up to come hang out, help out, put some stuff in there. WA2AAU. Dick Fry. He's the one that usually runs it. And it's put together by RPI. They do an awesome job. And I mean, they have old bread vans that they bring up there, but they have tower, they have microwave. They're running all the way up to 24 gigahertz. They had some EME stuff up there, and this is the crew and the staff and the Elmering that they have up there is just bar none some of the coolest stuff and some of the coolest people you meet. And yeah, they really do a good job. They actually have their own Discord server too for W2SZ. But yeah, phenomenal people, and 90% of the stuff that they have is homebrew.
Okay.
So all their transverters, all their rovers. When I did it, we had little aluminum boxes, bink, 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 and we had Velcro. My buddy had a Mustang, so it has the fuzzy on the back of the seats. You know what I'm talking about, that fuzzy carpet.
Yeah.
So we could just stick the transverters to the back of the seat.
Yeah.
And we ran 12 volts up from the car, and everybody had their own little power supplies. And I was running an ICOM IC2 SAT as the main radio. And we would set up on a little tripod. I mean, we'd be down in Kingston, New York, shooting. You can see Mount Greylock from Kingston in New York. Did you know that?
Yeah.
So we'd set up on top of Antenna Hill down there, Cable TV Hill, and shoot it right at them. And we're talking full duplex through it. So they're constantly transmitting, and all you do is you just push to talk, and it was like a telephone call. It was really cool. We did so much stuff, but the smaller the circuits, the more expensive they are. So when you try to get into transverters for different bands, especially going all the way up to 24 gigahertz, it's simple to do, but then you have to have the antennas. Then you have and we didn't run Yagis. We were running coffee cans. We were running, everything was homebrew, dude.
That's how it is when you get high.
But it was just so much
like that
fun.
in VHF and UHF.
But I mean, it was just so much fun. I mean, we had the little the racquetball cans, the little blue balls, the little racquetball cans. We had those for cans, and we had a piece of wood set up with all the cans on them, with just the BNCs on the back. And all we do was just set them up, and every cable was labeled. Dick Fry made sure everything was ready to go, and we would do grid square corners. So we'd get the 4 squares. So bing, bing, bing. And we had to and he was a stickler about this, because he said, you have to make sure that you're more than, say, a 16th of a mile inside that grid square. The rules state like 100 feet or some crazy crap like that. He goes, I want you to document it. And we had a little Polaroid camera. Yep, this is where we were. But everything was mapped out, the address. This was before GPS phones. I mean, dude, we were sitting there driving with a map, and he'd have the map marked. This is where you need to be for this, 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 and this. And it's like, and this is a scheduled time, and we liaised with 6 meters.
Perfect.
So every time we would do something, we're like, all right, dude, and we had that. I can't remember the model. It was a Yaesu 6-meter portable. Had the telescoping antenna off the head, off the face, and it was in a little leather case. And we would sit there and we would set it up, and we call them, make the contact on 6, and say, okay, who's next? We do 6, 2, 440, 220, and we'd go all the way up the bands from one vehicle. And we had 15 vehicles out there roaming.
Nice. Pull up a comment. Ham DeLorean makes a good point. He's like, problem when you start to get high with microwave and stuff is, how many people actually talk. I jokingly say, I like that the challenge is when you look at the 905, which looks like a fantastic radio. I love my 705, and I'm a, totally open ICOM fanboy, but the price per QSO, and I hate to look at it like that, but you start to break it down. The price per QSO for that radio and the antennas, that I can see how that's a challenge and stuff.
Yeah,
now,
it is.
I love the VHF contesting, and I'm in an area in Western New York where we have Western New York and Southern Ontario, Canada. Very, very active people in VHF through microwave. And so it's not a challenge here to make some of those contacts and stuff, but I think it's a different mentality when you get into, and I play in all these different sandboxes, right? Like I'm kind of jack of all trades, master of nothing. I like POTA and HF, but I like doing the VHF contesting and all that stuff too. But you were kind of hitting on it when you're talking about all the home brew and everything else. And you start to get into the high bands.
Yeah.
You said you got to, you can't purchase stuff off the shelf other than like a 905 that's going to do a lot of this. So you have to, be dabbling with transverters. You're going to have to homebrew antennas. You're going to have to modify satellite dishes and all this other stuff to, accomplish what you want to accomplish. And for some of those hams, it's a different mentality. It's not about the number of QSOs and everything. It's about that challenge and going through that exercise of having to homebrew a lot of your station and everything else. The 905, that's definitely on like my bucket list. I think I would love to, pick up something like that at some point, especially for all the portable VHF stuff that I do. But right now, it's not. It's not in the budget.
This is WB3 IGR. Me and big in that.
Thanks, Country James. Appreciate it, brother.
George is awesome. Nice. You couldn't afford a penny.
He's on his iPhone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
He was in earlier. He won one of the cozies, and then he's checking in. He's checking in mobile now. He's like, oh my gosh, these guys still going.
So this is WB3IGR's QR's Z page. I've known George for more than 15 years. 2 years ago, I went down and built this tower for him. And I had to add a section, extend, and add 2 Yagis. But he's on 100 watts on 50, 100 watts on 2 meter, 120 watts on 220, 75 watts on 432, 30 watts on 902, and 10 watts on 1296. And he uses a lot of transverters. I don't think he has. There's one right there. Down East. He uses Down East Microwave, which is a very, very good company. If anybody needs transverters who wants to get into the UHF and VHF contesting and doesn't have the radio, but he's got power, dude. There's 100 watts sitting there. So
nice.
Yeah, for 902. I mean, yeah, that just rocks. And yeah, I helped build the system, and this is his other little tower off to the side. This is 220 backup and 1296. And he has I think it's a
Go back to the antenna. Go back to the antennas. That down below, real
two?
quick. Okay, this is. I just want to point that this is something that I was talking about earlier when I was saying it's easier to get gain on VHF versus HF. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm going to guess the antenna at the top that's probably for like 1.2 gigahertz or above. So that's like 23 centimeters or above, and then that's probably like a 2 meter Yagi element there or something. Like that's a 2 meter Yagi down there. Like
no, that's a 220. That's his 220.
Oh, it's 220. Okay. Yeah. So it's a lot. Yeah. You could carry this up a summit.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You could carry the boom and the elements, assemble it like up on a summit or something like that. You could operate portable like that. You can't do that with HF, and that's one of the benefits. As I say this, I've learned so much from operating on the higher frequencies because you're operating in the extremes, but it teaches you the importance of things like feed line because of loss, but also the importance of antennas and directionality and gain and everything. It matters more, and it's also easier to build antennas that are going to get you that gain.
Okay, so this is a loop Yagi. This one up here is loop Yagi for his 1296. Yeah, and I think it's like
that's what I have too.
16 or an 18 element.
Okay, mine's like 14 or 15.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then that they have the two. He has a 222 backup, and what he'll do is he'll run one north south and one east west, and he'll just flip them when he contests. But I mean, he doesn't have. He's got newer radios here, but I mean, look at the old stuff. That's a 2 meter rig.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 2 meter base. I've always asked him why he never got a 736R, and because I mean that'll have all his bands in there, But I mean, yeah, I helped build that. That's a 6 meter. That's a 6 meter right there.
Cool.
So I mean, 3 elements on 6 meters is pretty big. But I mean,
it is.
This one's a dual band VHF UHF, and then he's got another 1296 here, and then another 222 up here, and then he has his dual band vertical. So yeah, he has a blast. I love Georgie. He's a good dude. I might have to try to get him on one night if I can wake his old butt up. He'll probably watch this later and go, "What? You're talking about me?"
That's cool.
So yeah, that's when I was skinnier and could climb towers.
No tower climbing for me. But since we're talking about 220, there is a chance if you are going to Hanvention, that I may be doing a parachute mobile jump with Carlos on 220. So look at you, you're gonna spit your food out.
No, that wasn't a spit out.
So I'm throwing that out there. Yeah. Yep.
So how much weight are you going to lose between now and Hanvention?
I have lost, as of this week, 40 pounds since September.
Dude, congratulations.
So
you're down to like 200?
No. I am down to, I'm in the 240s right now, and I'll probably be down.
There's no way that you were bigger than me.
Then,
holy crap.
Probably be down in like the upper 230s or so by Hanvention. But yeah, no, I started out in the summer at 283, I think it was.
You were not that big, were you?
I'm 6'2" also, though.
Oh yeah,
you gotta remember. Yeah, you gotta remember. Like I'm 6'2", like, and I when I was playing football in high school, like I was 6'2" and 190 something, borderline 200. So, but yeah, no, I've lost weight, and if everything works out, there's some factors like weather and other things, but yeah, I think it'd be fun to do a jump with him, but also do it on 220, and especially at Dayton, right? So
yeah, there's going to be how many people crack out their 220 radios.
I know, if you've been to Dayton, there's a couple hams that are like everyone's on 2 meters. Like
Oh, yeah.
let's have like 223.6 is our calling frequency or something. So we talk like but
can you
yeah,
get with the people there at Hamvention to say, hey, look, we're going to do this. It's going to be 220. Can you just like put it in the announcement bulletin or something, so people are aware? I mean, I don't want you to get slammed with contacts, but still.
No, we'll see when we get closer and stuff, and like we'll figure it out. Out if we're going to do it on 223.5 or if I'm going to do it on something else.
Right.
If you know anything about 220, it's a pretty quiet band, so it's
oh yeah.
But yeah, no, there's options, and I have an Alinco mono band. I've got the Alinco that does 220 and 900. I've got a B-Tech tri-band, which that's probably what I'll jump with. Just I know Carlos has dropped his ICOM. And it survived, but I figure like I'll probably jump with like the B-Tech with like a Nagoya tri-band antenna or something, just in case there's issues, and if I need to switch to 2 meters or something, I can. But
I'll put the ICOM over that B-Tech any day for survivability. Now, what happened to old school HTs? Look at freaking Yaesu's, the VX6, VX7. They were magnesium and aluminum. Yeah, they were solid metal frames. I mean, if you ran that over the truck, maybe the screen will break, but some bitch is solid.
This is the ICOM IC32.
I remember the 32AT, yes.
Dual band, full duplex. This is on. Like,
Dude,
this is right. I use this weekly, like just for nets and stuff. This is the stock duck antenna. The battery's been upgraded because I bought it from an estate from a Silent Key. But this thing.
Yeah, it's a tank. It'll outlive you and probably your kids.
Yeah,
just keep that battery on the inside.
I love that radio.
Yeah.
Yep. No, good stuff.
All right, man. You want to wrap this?
Yeah.
I'm eating, and you need to eat.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to eat and break water and all that other good stuff. But no, thanks for joining in. This actually dragged it out a little bit longer, made it fun. Resulted in 3 cozies being given away. 3. They're all done. But done. No, this was fun. And for those that are watching, I just want to say thank you for your support for the channel and everything. That does mean a lot. And for the 5-2 challenge, if you haven't done it, you could still start today and get 52 days in before the end of April. Okay.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you start like next, I don't care. Just do it. Get on 2 meters. Call out on 5-2. We all, whether it's a work commute, whether it's bringing the dogs for a walk, whether it's at the end of a net and just saying, hey, who wants to QSY to 5-2 after the net's over? I'll be sitting there. Let's see if we can make 2 meter simplex contact. Just give it a shot. I got to look at the footage, but my son recorded a quick short or whatever when I was driving him to a school program today. He was calling out on the radio. I'm like, it's like
nice.
Y'all want you want more 2 meter activity on simplex. You want youth on the air. There you go. W2BMK is calling out right now. We're mobile. What more do you want? Come on, let's make this happen. And so a lot of fun. And at the end of the day, this is an opportunity for techs to get their first contacts. This is an is an opportunity to use our bands, because if we don't use them, we lose them. It's happened before. And everything. And it's an opportunity to just learn about propagation, test out your stations, see what works. Maybe you're a newer ham and you're just using your HT in your car, which I did for a couple of years. Yep. It can work, but maybe you're doing something like this and it encourages you to make that upgrade. Or maybe you're an experienced ham and you realize, you want to make some changes to your base station setup so you can get out further and get out better. So, get on the air, make some noise on 5-2.
You want me to blow your mind, Mike?
Yeah.
So the first radio I ever had, my dad got me. It was an ICOM 2SAT. Really good little 2-meter radio. I just perusing eBay, and I see somebody's got a 2 SAT, a 3 SAT, and a 4 SAT with a bank charger and 4, 5, 6 batteries. And I was like, yeah, okay, $1,100 for 3 portables and the chargers and batteries. That's just wow. the old vintage stuff is popping its head up, So
The vintage stuff is where it's at. Some of these older radios, try not to fall out of the chair.
well, you got to be
But
careful
like
with
this thing,
alignment too.
it's like, oh yeah. I was lucky. I had one of the VHF guys like hop on when I was testing this out to kind of help me check and make sure that I'm on frequency and test it out on Simplex and stuff. And it seemed to be pretty good. Same thing with I got a mono band Alinco downstairs. It's like a 296 or something.
Right.
Mono band HT. Very old school form factor and all that. But yeah, no, like some of these radios, some of the older stuff, they don't make them like they used to.
No, they don't.
But then there's some stuff too, like back to the sponsor, Radioddity. See what I did there? It's nice to have like the B-Techs, the Radioddities, the VGCs like this that are
maybe I'll get with you with this.
Yeah.
Because for some reason it's got crappy squelch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the squelch on this and some of the cheaper Chinese ones, like you say, like they're not the best. Like the squelch control, I prefer to have the knobs.
Right, but I mean, I can't hear my local repeater; it will not break the squelch unless I'm standing right next to it. So yeah, and I've got the UV32 DM and the regular UV32. I've got the one with the DMR in it and the one with the non-DMR. But it just frustrates me. You buy something, you expect it to work, and it's like, hey, Paul.
Yeah, no, the Radioddity, like the mobile's great, and I purchased this on my own because I like the mobile so much. This is like the UV Pro for B-Tech.
Yeah.
The HT version. Very similar. And, it's nice to have that innovation too. Like I like the old school stuff, but I also like the idea that you can get things like a TNC into the radios so that if you don't want to use the native, the baked in software for APRS and stuff like that. Like, like I do WinLink all the time from these two radios with my phone. and it's fantastic. Like it's great. Like that APRS, like that's good. Like I want that stuff, but there's something to be said too for the nostalgia. Like not just like, it's like the aesthetics, the buttons and all this stuff. Like, it reminds me of like old school Sony boom boxes and stuff, CD players I used to have,
Exactly.
It's total peak 1990.
Exactly. I mean, and I got that radio in 1992. I mean, it was brand new in the box. And my dad also bought me, what was that? It was gray box, Collins 75S-1 receiver. And he brought it up to the local radio shop. They had him tune it up. And, dude, minty radio. Great for receiving. Nice. All right, man. Let's put a bow on this thing.
Yep. Nope. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Get on 5.2. Go. Take your water break before Josh's crash course. Live stream in like 40 minutes or whatever. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking around. I'm glad that I was able to give away 3 of the koozies and stuff. And I will get those out in the mail before the end of the week because I'm going to be on the road the next 3-4 days. But thanks for tuning in. Let's make some noise on 2-meter Simplex. Thank you so much. I'm Mike, N2MAK.
And I'm Mike, N3MFL.
Hey, it's the Mike and Mike show.
Later,
and real quick, I was going to say the next challenge that I'm going to